I'm Cheryl Wilkerson from the Blazing Hot Morning Show, 91.1. We are broadcasting from the Camp Suite, and we are live at the L. Douglas Wilder Performing Arts Center for the U.S. Senatorial Debate. It is hosted by the Center for American Public Policy here at Norfolk State University. Right now, we welcome to the program Mr. Krause, Mr. Kirk Krause. He is president of Visit Norfolk. Welcome.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Good evening.
What is Visit Norfolk?
Visit Norfolk, we are responsible for promoting to residents and visitors all the attractions, all the experiences, all the amenities that would make you want to come to school here, would make to Norfolk, to the city of Norfolk, to have meetings here, to come to find a vacation here, maybe even to bring your business here. But it's to market the city as an attractive place to live, work, play, study. It used to be Visit Norfolk, a part of what was termed Convention and Visitors Bureaus.
Oh, yeah.
That's, more people know it as that. Today it's called Destination Marketing Organizations. But as a Convention and Visitors Bureaus, the nomenclature, the horrible phrasing was, let's put heads in beds, let's bring the convention in, let's bring the sororities in, let's bring the football teams in, so they would stay in our hotels. But our city's more than the hotels. Our cities are our restaurants. It's the museums. It's the waterways. It's our history. It's the Navy. It's all those things that make us an attractive place to come. I love living here. I've been here 7 years now. I came here initially to open up the Hilton Main on Main Street. And I came here in 2014, and we opened in 2017. The company moved me to Virginia Beach to open the Cavalier. And very, very fortunate to be in those two positions, to open up and to learn our cities. But I've learned as a native of Washington, D.C., Arlington, Alexandria area, I am an urban person. I am not a beach person. So I much prefer this wonderful city environment to what goes on at the beach.
Do you have a budget that is specifically targeting African Americans? Of course, the majority of our audience today is African American. Do you have a budget that says, okay, this is what we're going to do to bring in the black dollar?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
How do you go about that? What's the philosophy behind it?
So, and it crosses over all those market segments I spoke to. Meetings is one, and there is an association of black meeting planners that we partner with, sponsor their annual meetings. So it's kind of a conference for black meeting planners to learn how to do a better meeting, to do a more efficient meeting. How do you spend your money wisely? Where do you go? It's also a networking opportunity for those attendees, those planners, to find out what cities really welcome black groups. And that's critical, I think. And in Norfolk, we are a wonderfully diverse, not as inclusive as I would like us to be, but we're a wonderfully diverse community. And I have some goals beyond attracting the black traveler. And it's just, it's also, so it's not only just the meetings, it's the leisure traveler. How do you come on the weekend? How would any of you come with your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend and find something to do that would be entertaining? And there's plenty of things that are entertaining.
So what do you tell the black, if you're just speaking to an individual black traveler, what do you tell them? What do you tell them to come here, why they should come here?
So I'm not convinced that water isn't for everybody. So I think water attracts everybody. And then when you come to Norfolk, you can also drive 19 miles down and be in the Atlantic Ocean or the Chesapeake Bay or the Elizabeth River or the Lafayette River. But we have botanical gardens, we have a zoo, we have the Krause Museum. We have the shows that come into town, whether it's here at Norfolk State, their renowned theater program. I mean, it is off the charts, right? But we have Virginia Stage, we have the Chrysler, so we have things that are going on. We have restaurants that are owned and operated by African Americans. So if you go to our website, we dedicate a whole section to an African American experience.
Okay.
So whether it's Hummingbird, whether it's Southern Eats, whether it's and even some of the other businesses we like to highlight, because I want all people to be comfortable, to know that they're going to come here and they're going to see a welcoming community. Now, I think we have a long way to go. I've been in my job, in my capacity, since January of 2019. I've got some great plans if you have a half an hour to talk about it.
Well, we don't have a half an hour, but we do we do have enough time for you to tell everybody why they should go out and vote. We do have that much time.
Oh, I can absolutely do that. We have some absolute craziness going on. It wasn't a debate, it was a debacle. Earlier this week. I thought tonight's debate went really well. I thought it was professional.
Civility.
Absolutely, but it was professional, it was provocative, it was inspiring to some extent. I think both candidates showed some flaws, and I think that's okay. I think that's okay. To be able to show some vulnerability and to say, hey, I was wrong, I think that shows some honesty that is sorely needed. But going back to your question about voting, if we all don't participate, we don't take our privilege of voting seriously and vote, we are missing an opportunity to change. And whether it's the federal government or next year in the state General Assembly, the previous speaker, the delegate that was here, marvelous speaker, marvelous ideas, he's done some great things. Jay Jones is my delegate that's running for Attorney General. I think he's been raised by a wonderful set of parents, right, that knows right and wrong and can make a difference. But we don't get them there without voting. We don't get them there without being part of the process to help support those people. Anybody that has a viewpoint of improving our city and making us more inclusive, educating those folks that just don't want to listen. But it's the vote. It's the vote. It's the vote. And if you don't go out and vote, then shame on you.
Right.
Shame on you.
Thank you so much, Krause.
Come on, Cheryl, let's book this. Waterways to Freedom. I want to talk about waterways to freedom. I want to talk about how businesses should change their boards. I want to talk about how Visit Norfolk is going to work with the high schools and Norfolk State and TCC to get our students interested in the hospitality industry. It isn't just about making beds and cleaning pots and pans. It's about doing the technical stuff that we have going on in the corner of this room, making sure that our mics work, making sure that the cameras work today on that stage. There's a lot to hospitality and tourism. And the visitor economy in Norfolk is worth about $900 million annually.
900 million. Okay.
And then there's always the casino. We have hours.
We didn't even go there. But we want to thank you. But we're going to have to get you back because you are a live wire. We've enjoyed the conversation. Thank you so much. Krause, President of Live Norfolk. Thank you so much.
Take care.